First things first, I'm putting Silky Cotton Loose Powder under my eyes to catch any fallout, because this look includes a lot of pigment and there's always a lot of fallout from that. And the second thing I'm doing is going in with my NYX eyeshadow base in black, and I'm going to apply this eyeshadow base, the black, all over my mobile lid. Pretty much right where it creases. I'm gonna stop it there. I'm just going to put it here. Before that sets, I'm gonna be taking Blackout by Urban Decay with that same Urban Decay brush. I'm just gonna flip it over and use the other side. Just set that right over top of the black eyeshadow base. You wanna like get this done pretty quickly before the eyeshadow base dries, just to ensure that it really sticks to it. Now the exciting part. I'm going in with the Pure Pigment Rust from Obsessive Compulsive. So I'm kind of drawing out the shape that I want here. Pulling it all the way in. Then I'm gonna take this B7 small pointed contour brush, and I'm gonna get some more of that pigment on there, and I'm going to take this underneath on my lower lash line. If you have smaller eyes and you're doing this, maybe don't pull this pigment all the way in here, just kind of keep the bulk of it out here to kind of widen the eye. Once these are like somewhat symmetrical, you know, it should be pretty much the same shape, and the points should be kind of, you know, where they're gonna be, because it's a little harder to change at the end. You can always add more though. I'm gonna take this little kind of fluffy brush, and I'm not getting a huge fluffy brush because I really want to just kind of keep the, you know, blending minimal and kind of just keep the same line there. So first I'm gonna just go in with this one and lightly go back and forth, and I'm not gonna pull the brush down onto the product here. I just kind of want to keep it straddling the line where the pigment is and where my skin is. And as I go, if I get too much product on the brush, I'm wiping it off onto a towel and then going back in. It's gonna take a minute, but you wanna take your time with this. This is probably one of the most important parts, not to rush through. I'm gonna go in with this little small round fluffy brush and kind of start to blend out the bottom here in this edge. Why is there black on this brush? Fuck, I thought I cleaned all these. All right, so I'm gonna find one similar to this one. So I'm gonna go in with this little fluffy brush. This fucking brush has black on it too. Fuck! Look what I just did. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up. Fucking amateur hour. Okay, gonna go in with this third time's a charm. This is just like a little round whatever brush. I'm going to start blending this out a bit. Once you have both sides pretty much blended out, I'm going to take this, this is a Makeup Geek soft dome brush, and I'm going to really make sure this is fully blended out. I'm going back in with my Urban Decay Blackout, and I'm going to reapply this over my lid where I had any fallout of the rust color on here, and just redefine the black lid. I'm gonna go in again with this little random brush here. I have gotten out all the color onto a cloth. I'm going back in with the Blackout, and I'm gonna kind of extend this out a bit to match with this wing here that we've got going on. Just kind of following the same shape. Sometimes when you're doing things with this skin here, it can help to pull it back a little bit so it's very tight, because sometimes if it isn't and you go like that with a brush, you'll notice that you have like little random lines of the pigment. So we don't want that, so I'm just gonna kind of pull this tight. Now I'm gonna go back to this little tiny brush, and I'm keeping this pretty close to my lash line. I'm gonna pull it pretty much all the way in until my lashes end right here. Now with the same little rounded brush I cleaned off, I'm going in with Urban Decay Free Love, and I'm going to just put this on my inner corner here and continue it below and blend it in. Next Next, I'm going in with this little flat brush, and I'm gonna go in with Gravitron from Interstellar Kat Von D palette, and just apply this right underneath my brow, on my brow bone. Now I'm gonna use Obsessive Compulsive's Tarred Black Liner, if I don't throw it across the room first. And I'm going to line my inner rim here. Now I'm gonna take this really tiny little brush here, and I'm going to get it wet with my spit, because I'm super gross. I'm taking blackout again, and I'm just gonna get a little bit of that on there. And I'm gonna create a little line right here. I don't know, I felt like adding that to this, so that's what we're gonna do. Totally didn't work. Just kidding. I'm gonna go in with a makeup wipe because I just got way too much on there today. I just fucking went for it with the pigment. So now I'm gonna put on some mascara. This is Big Look by Pur. I don't know how to say this one. I don't know what lashes these are. I'm reusing them from an earlier date, like I like to do. I'm taking this little angled brush here for blush, and I'm taking Warm Soul by MAC, and I'm just going to kind of intensify the contour that I already have going on here. Usually go in little round circles here to kind of blend it in. Then I'm gonna go in with this MAC 129 blush brush, and this is NYX Bronzed High Definition Blush. And I don't want a whole lot of this, so I'm just gonna kind of dab it there, and then kind of like make sure it's spread around on the bristles of the brush. And just start lightly applying this here. And I'm not wiping, I'm just lightly tapping. Next, I'm taking this IB 105 tapered blush brush and this light color in 3 times the charm, and I'm gonna get a little bit of that on there and just add a little bit of highlight right there on top of my cheekbone. With what's left over on my brush, I'm going to add a little bit to my nose and add a little bit more to the brush right there by my cupid's bow and my chin. So for lips, I'm going in with Obsessive Compulsive's, what is this, Trick Liner. This is like an awesome nude, and usually I put my liner on after my lipstick, as some of you know, but this time, this lipstick that I'm gonna be using, it's a little bit easier to do it before.
And here I screwed up the audio, but obviously I'm talking about how much I absolutely love this lipstick. Look at my eyes roll back in my head, the yada yada yada. Super important bullshit that doesn't matter apparently, because the tutorial's doing just fine without it. And I'm still yakking about the lipstick. Yeah, we get it. It's awesome.
And we're finished. So this is the finished like cat copper eye look, whatever. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and please like, share, and subscribe. If you have another eyeshadow that's similar to this that you really love, I would love to find a pressed powder one. So not a pigment, it gets everywhere. I absolutely love this, but I would also love the option of using a pressed shadow. So if you know of one, please let me know, leave it in the comments below. Make sure it is cruelty-free. And yes, please find me on all the social media channels that I have. I have Instagram, Twitter, Phhhoto, Snapchat, and Facebook, and I think that's it. Yeah, so please find me there. Thanks for spending time with me, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!